Hello, my mermaids and barnacle boys. My name is SpongeBob Waterfilter, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be doing something that's, a little bit more fun and quite different from any other video that I've made, in the past. We're going to be doing something, like probably playing just, fun little games on the internet. And, like I've been, watching a few videos trying to, get some ideas, and I was listening to certain podcasts and whatnot, trying to get ideas and whatnot. So I figured I saw this game called Will You Press the Button, which basically means there's something right here, but there will be a downside. Now there will be a choice of you pressing the button and you not. So I know this is something not too interesting, but it's gonna show kind of how I think of how people feel about the option, how I feel in general. So with that being said, let me just get some water here. With that said, why not have a little bit of fun pressing the button, or in some cases not pressing the button. So I at first I tried look at some people's options, reading prompts and whatnot, making sure, and you can see there are tons of ads right here, which are very, very annoying. But hey, what else can you do? But anyways, with that being said, will you press the button? So our first one here is your sense of smell becomes a million times more sensitive. Flowers and foods smell wonderful, and you could track things like a bloodhound. But unfortunately, your sense of smell has become a million times more sensitive. You smell everything around you all the time. On the train, it's like having your nose in every orifice of every passenger. Will you press the button? Now, personally, I'm fine with my sense of smell. I like smelling, wonderful things. I love smelling, good foods. I love smelling, beautiful, kind of landscaping, a fresh air. Having a really good sense of smell is good enough because you'll be able to track things no matter what. But being able to smell everything around you, you can smell gross, dumpsters. You can smell gross, kind of food, and just smelling everything, every animal, every object, everything around you. Personally, I would not want that. So I am not going to press this button because I'm perfectly fine what I have. And you didn't press the button. So 20% people have pressed this button while 80% did not. So I am in the majority. So hey, personally, 20% of those people are crazy wanting to smell everything, but the 80% agreed with me. So that's pretty good. So let's move on to the next one. Alright. Will you press the button? You become the richest man on earth. Alright, sounds pretty incredible. But by killing everyone richer than you using a Balpine hammer. A Balpine hammer? I don't know. I don't even know what that is, and I don't really want to look it up. Look. I know some people are gonna probably want to press this button, probably because they see, richest man. I don't know why they couldn't. What if, it becomes the richest woman? They could have just been, a bit more, straightforward and become the richest person on the earth. Look, I'm not one to be rich. I want to be, kind of rich, but not level of I am the most richest person on the planet. I can buy everything. I can buy the moon. I can buy every house on the neighborhood. I can buy, every car that I know that has existed. But, being the richest man on earth and also have to kill every other rich person with a weird looking hammer. Personally, I don't think I want to press this button, I want to be rich, but not super rich. So I'm gonna say no. Alright, so four people have pressed this button while 56 did not. So man, it's a 50-50 right here. People who pressed it are crazy. Really? Why would you want to kill every other like rich person on the planet and you become the richest. Like, come on. Like, I personally wouldn't do that. Okay, so, all right, so you get $1 million. All right, just for free, okay. But you have to blow a guy? What do you mean by that? What do you mean blow a guy? Like, do I have to blow like an inflatable dude? Do I have to like blow up just like a person? I don't know what this is just trying to imply, but personally, I don't want to think of the other route that some people thought of. But personally, like getting $1 million just straight off the bat is good, but having to do like something that like sounds weird in general, personally, I'm not one for that. I mean, I know some people have weird interest in like other things, but personally, I don't really want that. That's just, I'm not gonna do it. I know I've like we're only 6 minutes into this and I haven't pressed a single button, but just for this sake, getting $1 million is great, but I could get my own money. I have a job of my own. I can earn cash whatever way I want, whether I have a job or what, or if I do art commissions or whatnot, or what I just earn money from other people. It don't matter. We can all earn $1 million any way we want. So no, I'm not gonna press this button. So 65% of people press this button. What is wrong with you people? Why are people so greedy? Like, come on, you can make your own money. All of you people who have pressed this button just $1 million and have to blow a guy, you stink. Like, come on now. That's just, what is wrong with people? Don't know. So our next, bang with any celebrity you want, but the person you hate the most is in a with you and that celebrity. No thank you. I'm good. I'm good. Man, that was not what I expected, but whatever. People have their own interests. Okay. All right. Will you press the button? You could travel forwards and backwards through time using a device. Okay. But if you tamper with the past, the reality you once knew is changed. If done too often, changed forever. Ooh, okay. All right, let me actually think about this. Okay. So, the ability to travel, like from forwards to backwards through time, like using a device. So, this device can be anything. It can't be like a toy or something. I mean, a toy doesn't really count as a device. I mean, a device has to count like something with like technology. So like with my phone, if I have like an app that has the ability to travel for like backwards and forwards through time. I mean, honestly, that sounds pretty fun. Being able to go back to like the early 2000s, because I see a lot of that, because I'm a big nostalgic for like old like 2000s like like shows. Like games, like toys, and just like vibe in general. Being able to, see, like how we, managed to, like improve with our technologies over time. That would be cool, go in the past, like look through that. But also, if I temper with the past, the reality I once knew would change. And then if I, do it too often, it would be changed forever. So if I go back in time and look at, like past me and talk to that version of myself, that would kind of like change my present day. So that could like change that. But if I change like do stuff like that too often, like if I met around like people from like the 1970s and show them like the iPhone or something like that, like that could like also change the present and other stuff like that. So this is a tricky, like being able to time travel, that would be cool. But personally, I think I would press this button because, one, I would be able to just, kind of like walk around. If I want to go backwards in time, I have to, kind of like blend in. I have to be able to, try to like be with society and or, maybe stand out as a sore thumb at least, but like not stand out where I look, like out of place. I would try, blend in, kind of like look around, like see like how it was back then. So personally, yeah, I'm gonna press this button. And 65 people have pressed this button, so I am in the majority. Personally, like it would be fun, while 33% did not. I understand that, but personally, like, hey, it's my opinion. I would love to travel forwards and backwards in time. If I travel to, the future or something, like that would be cool. I don't really care much about the future. I kind of don't want to spoil it for myself. I want to see how the past was. So, yeah, next. Oh, well, this is, let me drink some water for this one. Okay. Man, who came up with these? I want to see, like, who it was inspired, like, these questions. All right. All nuclear weapons are disarmed, okay? But nuclear power is the only source of energy for the world, and there is a nuclear power plant within 5 miles of every city. I mean, if one goes off, everything goes kabloomy and all of humanity is kind of done. All nuclear weapons are disarmed. So I'm assuming, like, atomic bombs and everything are disarmed, but, like, why would I want to disarm that? And one, why would I press the button for that? And also, like, nuclear power is the only source of energy for the world, and there is a nuclear power plant within 5 miles of every city. Personally, that's kind of a fear. If it goes off, and if I'm in a city, I'm toast. I'm burnt. I'm gone. I'm gone. If that thing blows up, I'm gone, and everyone else around me is gone. So, personally, I don't want that to happen. So I will not press this button. So 44% have pressed this, while 55% did not. So why is it like almost 50-50? Why would everyone want to disarm nuclear weapons? What if some war happens or something? I don't know. People are crazy, People are crazy. If you're wondering how long I'm gonna go for this, well, maybe how long will I go? Until I get bored or something. So yeah. We're only like 12 minutes into this, so let's keep going. All right. You have the power to have anything I don't know why they use the letter U, but whatever. You have the power to have anything you want with the snap of a finger, but you take it from that person who needs it the most. So let's read about this. So if I snap my fingers, I could be like, all right, I want to have, like a water bottle right now because I am thirsty. I could just snap my fingers and boom, a water bottle is in my hands. But that water bottle was from a person who really needed it the most. I mean, if you think about it, having the power to have anything you want, so you can have really anything. You can have, like stuff you wanted to collect for a while. You can have furniture. You can have, like a house. You can have like a tank or something. I mean, it does say anything you want. It doesn't say, anything, like anything you want with, like that is like limited or say. It says anything. So like anything from anywhere. So I would assume that, but also if I have that power and I snap my fingers, I could, like I'm taking that item away from a person who really needs it the most. Honestly, and to be for real, I'm not a selfish person. I am selfless. I am willing to, if there is a person on the side of the road who really demands for like water and is, really destined to, have a drink, and if I have like bottles in my house, I'll give that person one. Personally, this sounds, pretty powerful. I can think of anything I want, as a person who enjoys collecting, SpongeBob memorabilia, having to snap my finger either once or a lot of times get all the things I wanted would be cool. But also I'm taking those items away from people who worked really hard for that. So you know what? No, I am not gonna press this button. I know a lot of people are probably gonna press it, but I'm not gonna be part of the majority. Ooh. Wow, you know, honestly, I'm not surprised. 51% have pressed this button, while 49 did not. Man, that is tight. That is like on the edge right there. I understand why people, wanted this power, but personally, I'm a selfless man. I, don't really desire, everything. I mean, like, it's not like I look at, TV commercials and be like, oh, I want that thing. Let me just snap my fingers real quick. You know what? Nah, I'll get it eventually on my own. So yeah, next one. Alright. Your political viewpoint is adapted by a majority of nations. Okay? But your least favorite religion becomes world dominant. Political viewpoint. Honestly, this really doesn't matter to me. I'm not a big politics kind of guy, and like, I don't want to have the power to rule all nations and adapt to them. And me, I don't have a least favorite religion. I'm not the one who has like particular religion and stuff like that. I am not that type of guy who hates one and like likes another. I'm fine with a religion I want. I let people do what they desire the most. So I am not gonna press this button because I don't really want that. I don't want to be that guy, and I really want that power. So no, thank you. And I am in the majority. Woo! While 31% have pressed this button. For some reason, I have no idea. But hey, you can push the button, but you don't know what will happen. So anything can happen when I press this. There could be a lot of things, from pushing this button. When I push this button, the whole world could die. I could save world hunger. I can, help people pay their taxes. I can help people pay for their car insurance. I can help, all the kids, be able to pay off, like debt from their college or something. I can help, like students with their homework. When I press this button, all the homework that all those kids have, like missed will be, like done or whatnot. Ooh, this is tempting. Should I or should I not? I'm gonna press this button, cause why not? And I am in the majority. 71 have pressed, while 29% did not. Hey, anything can come out of pushing a button. When I see big red button, I want to press it. But, most of the time, I'm not going to press it because, hey, I don't know what's going to happen. Alright. Well, you press the button. You can kill anyone. You can kill anyone. Wait, hold on. The sentence. You can kill anyone, the planet, by thinking about it. Wait, hold on. You can kill anyone on. I think it's supposed to say on the. I think it's supposed to say on the planet, not one. You can kill anyone on the planet by thinking about it, but every time you do so, your lifetime is halved. Halved? Like halved. Like cut in half, like, so I won't live for like very long or something. I think that's what it means. Personally, I don't think I'm not really in the mood to like go out and like murder people. I mean, there is some horrible people out there, but personally, I'm not the number one man to do it, so I'm not gonna do it. Like, karma will get them one day, so yeah, I'm not going to. And well, would you look at that? I am in the majority. Woo! Yeah, personally, like the 26% who wanted to press this button, I understand that, but I understand they're doing a favor in the world, but half their timeline is being, chopped in half, like, you gotta live life how you want to, so, yeah, alright. Next one. You can see every possible path for every sentient being in the universe, okay? But you cannot do anything to affect their choices. Okay, so let me let's read this again. So I can see every path of every sediment. So like I guess being every sediment being in the universe. So I can see any path. So like see every possible path for like my friends or my family or like other people, but I cannot do anything to affect their choices. Oh, okay. Number one, why should I care? I mean, like, why should I care about their possible paths? I mean, like, it's not like like I'm like so desperate and like, oh, like they have these choices but I can't do anything about it. Honestly, it's not my problem, and I don't personally want to think about every path because like I am not God, and personally, it's not my problem. I am not gonna press this button, and 60 of those people pressed it for some reason. I mean, I guess they want to see every path from anything from any universe, however, but I'm in the 40%. 40% of us, all those 40% people who did not press it, good for you. Personally, I don't want to see it. All right. Okay. So, you will have the ability to play any instrument professionally, but you will never become famous. Now look, I don't know if I told this in the past or not, but I have played a few instruments. I have played the flute, and I have played the violin. And personally, if I told that to someone, if they gave me a flute or a violin, I wouldn't probably play them professionally because I haven't played the violin and the flute. Like, I haven't played those two instruments since like elementary school. That's how long it has been for me. And personally, it would be nice to play every instrument. Like saxophone, that would be fun. Piano, that would be cool. Clarinet could be better than Squidward. I mean, personally, even if this wasn't here, let me just say this. As a person who, has been doing YouTube for a while and, isn't, a big, famous YouTuber, I mean, if I'm going to be honest, I don't want to be super famous. I want some fame, but I don't want the level of fame where, like, I'm recognized by every human being like that, because you would lose your sense of self. You would lose your sense of, like, kind of like comfort. You will lose your sense of your, like, you would just lose your sense of, going around, enjoying yourself instead of, like, having fans follow you wherever you go. So, you know what? I'm going to press this button. Playing any instrument professionally, that will be fun. That would be fun. So I'm going to press it. And would you look at that? 73% have pressed this button. Well, 27 didn't. I understand that. I mean, not everyone is a musician and doesn't want to play an instrument, professionally and whatnot. But, hey, I have pressed the button. I have indeed pressed it. Okay. Whew, all right. You will be hired at your dream job tomorrow and get paid generously, but you decide not to press the button. Wait, what? Well, hold on. Wait a minute. Okay, let's read this again. You will be hired at your dream job tomorrow and be paid generously, okay? But you decide not to press the button. So this is a trick. This is very much a trick right here, ladies and gentlemen. So if I press this button, I will not be hired at my... But you decide not to press... Wait. So if I click I will not, Wait, you will be hired at your dream job tomorrow and get paid generously, but you decide not to press... But you decide not to press the button. So, hang on. This is a trick question. They were trying to fool me right here. So, I will be hired at my dream job tomorrow, and I will get paid generously. I'll get paid really well, but I I decide not to press the button. So if I press the button, I will either, if I press the button, I will be hired at my dream job tomorrow. Or if I click I will not, or maybe it's the other way around. If I click I will not, maybe I'll get paid tomorrow, get my dream job tomorrow. Or if I press this button, I won't get my dream job. Oh, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You'll be hired at your dream job tomorrow and get paid generously, but you decide not to press the button. I'm gonna say I will not. Honestly, I'm not surprised. That was tricky. That was tricky. Oh, hey, you know what? I'll find my dream job eventually. Like, time is relative. You can't rush things. Like ahead of time. Okay. Let's see here. You will get $1 million. So like dollars, like a lot of like millions of like $1 bills or something, or I will get $1 million or something, or whatever. So I will get like millions of dollars, but I lose both of my legs. Well, walking for me is very important. I love walking. I love going, like walking around and whatnot. I know right now I'm sitting, of course. But what if... But I just imagine, like, someone who doesn't have any legs and, like, is playing this game and they get this question and they read this prompt and they're just like, well, I lost them, I lost them ahead of time, so might as well, get the money. I feel like there's people out there who have done that, who have lost their legs and whatnot. I've saw this and they're like, yeah, I don't want $1 million. But as a person like me who has legs and loves walking, I love, going around places. And personally, I don't want to be in a wheelchair, no offense. I'll be friends with anyone, whether, if they're in a wheelchair or if, they're disabled or if, like whatever the race they are, I'll be friends with anyone. Even if they, lost their legs, Personally, I would like to get to, anyone. But personally, I'm not going to press this button. I like my legs. I love walking around, so I will not. And 69% did not, while 31 did. 31% of those were either people who want to lose their legs or have already lost their legs in the past. So, yeah, let's move on. All right. Unlimited soda of your choosing, but once a month, you must eat your own snot in public. Unlimited soda of my own choosing. Personally, I'm not a huge soda guy. There's some soda where, I want to crave and, have it for like, like either lunch or dinner to go with, I don't know, like some food or some pizza and whatnot. Or something I'm trying to, drink like, like kind of like energy, like drinks and whatnot, and like protein shakes. Those are my preferred, kind of like drinks to have with like, like kind of like around the day or even for lunch or whatnot. Soda is kind of bad for you, but it is good. Is it great for you? Not really. But also, if you decide, to do that, you have to eat your own snot in public. Is the snot like really big? Do I have to like drink a whole jar of it? Ooh. I don't know what that was, but that was probably a lizard, climbing around on my window. But personally, that doesn't matter. You know what? I'm not going to, because one, personally, I'm not a big soda drinker. I'm trying to stay away from it. Eat healthier, stay healthy and whatnot. And two, I don't really want to like eat my own snot around people that I don't know, because it would be kind of gross, and who eats their boogers nowadays? Because that's just ew. So no, I'm not going to. And would you look at that? 67 did not press this button. Good for you. And all these other people who have it are really addicted to soda. So, yeah. Alright. Well, you press the button. You are a superhero. You gain super speed, super strength, and the ability to fly. Okay, so like most common like superhero powers you see from any like DC or like Marvel, like shows or comics and whatnot. Most superheroes have that kind of like those three main abilities, but some those like heroes have different abilities and whatnot. Okay, so I'm a superhero. I have really good speed. I have really good strength, and also I can fly. But only you can prevent forest fires. Honestly, forest fires are a big thing in other states because like I have seen news about them. Stories about people losing their homes and having to evacuate because like forest fires like really are a big danger to the environment and to us in general, and especially to the animals. The poor animals, man, getting burnt alive from like a really bad forest fire. That's horrible. Personally, if only I myself can prevent forest fires, and like let's say like I'm flying around and I see someone getting robbed, I mean I would want to stop them, but again there could be, I don't want to be the number one hero. I would want to give people other chance to be able to save that person. I want to be selfless. I want other people to have the chance to be able to be a hero in their own way. And to me, I could be like I don't know what superhero name I could name myself to be able to prevent forest fires. I don't know, like Waterman or something. Like I guess my character that I've shown on my community posts, Sponge Drew, does he does like water and whatnot. So being able to have the ability to gain like super speed, super strength, and be able to fly, but I can only prevent forest fires. You know how many people I can save from like being able, how many people I can save, and all the animals that I can protect from their habitats getting like burnt alive from forest fires. You know what? I'm gonna press this button. I know some people probably wouldn't probably care about forest fires because they're probably evil and selfish. But I'm gonna press it. All those forest fires that are gonna be happening, well, guess what? They're not gonna happen because Mr. Water Filter himself is gonna save the day. And I'm in the majority. 70% have pressed this, while 30% did not. Personally, all those people who pressed it, good for you. Let's save those forest fires and save all those people who have burned their homes. Alright. You become the world's best musician. Wow, I can't read. You become the world's best musician, but you can only perform covers of other people's songs. Being a musician is cool and all, but personally, I'm not one for music. I mean, I love listening to music sometimes when I'm drawing or doing something. I don't listen to music that often. I usually listen to like podcasts or background video stuff and whatnot, and or like TV. And I'm not one with best singing and or making songs, even though I haven't really made a song, and only able to perform covers from other people's songs. Respectfully decline. Yeah, honestly, I understand why people wanted to press this button. I'm like, hey, that's people's choice. That's their choice. Let's do a couple more. All right, you become the most intelligent Wow, what is wrong with me? You become the most intelligent person alive, but your opinions or thoughts will always be disregarded if it will help society. So I become really smart. I become so smart, but all my opinions or thoughts will always be disregarded if it will help out society. Whew. Man, this is... I mean, being able to be really smart, I mean, is pretty cool. But do I really want to be smarter than everyone else? I mean, for myself, I am smart. I mean, we all have our own different sense of like knowledge on like certain things, whether it's math, or whether it's a comic book, whether it's an anime show, whether it's about a book or something. I'm gonna say no, because I love giving my opinions and or thoughts about like really anything. So I'm not gonna press it. Oh wow, it's like 50-50, so 54% have pressed it, while 46 did not. Honestly, whatever. All right. Will you press the button? You stop a major catastrophe, and no one is hurt, but you lose your life and no one remembers you. So I stop a catastrophic, catastrophe, and no one is hurt, but I lose my life and no one will remember me. But if you don't press the button, millions of people will die, and everyone sees you as another Hitler. What? So wait, but hold on. If I don't press this button, millions of people will die, and everyone will see me as another Hitler. Well, like I said, I am a selfless man. I'm gonna do everything to stop myself. If no one's gonna remember me, whatever. It's not like I'm like a savior of humanity or something. I'm gonna press this button. I don't want people seeing me as another super villain that people have already heard about in the past. So I'm gonna press it. All these 38 people who didn't press the button, what is wrong with you? Alright, we're gonna do one more, and then we will end this video. Alright. Okay. You become very charismatic. Everyone will like you. But you will become severely unhappy because inside you'll just be an empty shell. So charismatic. Everyone will like me. You'll become severely unhappy inside, just like an empty shell. I mean, personally, I don't want to be, charismatic. What does that mean? Does that mean with like something like sculpting or something? I can't really remember, or something. I don't really want to, I'm just like hearing this for myself. I don't really want to look up. I'm just, thinking my own thoughts and my knowledge about this. Personally, I don't want to be professional. I know I said I want to be professional, like at, making music and whatnot. But, I don't want to be professional at everything. Charismatic, sounds kind of cool, and everyone will like me. But, like, I don't want every single person to like me and discard other, better people. So, you know what? I'm not going to press this button. I'm not going to press this button because I don't want to be unhappy on the inside like an empty shell. And, well, would you look at that? 68% did not press this button, while the other decide to, press it. So, yeah. That is it, everyone. That is, will you press the button? This was fun. This was, a lot of fun. Like, there were some times where, I really had to think about, my choices and whatnot. I really, think, like, what I wanted to, like, really decide what will help, myself or, society and whatnot. And if you want to see me do, like, another video like this, I know what you're thinking. You're probably gonna put in the comments below, like, no, SpongeBob, you're recording, all of this with your phone and not like on your laptop. You didn't get an OBS. It will happen. Just give me some time, all right? Not everyone is professional at everything. I am doing my best, okay? But hopefully at some point I will be able to sit down and try to, find the best OBS recording, kind of like platform I could find. So, yeah. thank you all so much for watching today's video. If you like what you see here and you want to see more videos where I try to press the button or not, or if you want me to play like kind of like other fun games like this or different ones, then let me know in the comments below. So thank you all so much for watching. If you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this in the future, then be sure to click the subscribe button today, click that bell notification so you'll stay notified when I make new videos. Like the video, comment what you think of it. Did you agree with most of the time I pressed the button? Did you disagree? Like, are you part of the majority or whatnot? Did you see other people play this game? Do you want me to play, like different games and whatnot? If you have ideas for like other cool games, let me know in the comments below. And with that being said, I will see all of you in my next video. Bye bye.